Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello, this is Lesley Ormsby, psychic medium healer, teacher of spiritual and mystical things and so much more. So now, it's interesting because I wasn't actually going to do that spiel, but then it's like I just found myself doing it. So there's something that's that you're looking to change, Taurus, and about you, about what's going on in your life. It's kind of like really interesting. So I've just done the Gemini reading, and for August the 2020. So today is the Monday the 27th of July 2020, and the energy is very different. It's very much more alive for you this month, coming up for you. But there's been a lot of ho-humness is the right word. Yeah, something going on, and it's like you know, and your energy levels might have been a little bit lower, and that's, you know, or something like that. So, but I do feel like there's a little bit of a lift in the energy levels for this month for you. So, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Taurus, and thank you for joining me. I also want to say thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my channel, and those of you who also have followed and liked my Facebook page, and and done both, and we're watching on both. So thank you for that. And I just want to encourage those of you, and ask those of you, if you haven't subscribed, can you do that now, okay, while I remember to do my spiel. So the other thing is, like, these reads are suitable for if you're watching for your sign, for the sign of Taurus, and Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So for you, so if you don't know what your other signs are, there is a link in the description box below that will take you to a astrology calculator, or a calculator that will work that out for you, okay? So getting underway. So, and if you would like to book a reading for a healing, a personal reading for a healing with me, my details are also in the description box below, okay, to make a contact. So hopefully I will have a website up soon, and yeah, I'm debating whether to put a booking system on there or not, so we'll see how we go. And that, so there may be something like that for you, where you're debating where something is changing, and if you're in business, or even going into business, or shifting work there, about some changes, and it's like, but you may be just waiting to see what's happening up. So what's coming up, and a few things around you at the moment that are not quite aligning, but this month I feel like something may align for you. So something may align for you that you've been waiting for, but and something actually out of the blue might pop up as well. So anyway, I'm going to be using these cards today, the Sacred Earth Oracle, and they're going to see what comes out there. So we could have one or two cards that pop out, which will be like the theme for the month for you, okay? So, and also the tarot and the angel cards. I felt the angels popping around me this morning, and encouraging me to join me towards their cards today. So, oh crikey, there's a lot of, yeah. I was thinking only one or two, but anyway, there's like 5, 6, 5. Yeah, there's, oh, it's 6. Yes, I thought so. I only saw 5, but there was one more there. Okay, hiding my felt 6. So, okay, so there's something about, okay, perception. I'm going to go from that one there. Perception. Okay, so, and that's in reverse. So there may be something that's going on around you where you have had to have a change of perception, or you are requiring, I'm picking actually more because it's in reverse. So not all of yous, but some of yous, where you're requiring to like have a good look at things, and look at things from a different angle. Or you may, for some of yous, have been influenced by someone, or there may be someone that's in your energy, like a partner, or a family member, or whatever, or a friend who is kind of, that you may be battling against with their perception about things, and it's kind of like, and you may be like allowing yourself to some degree hop into their perception, okay? So, but this is about your perception about it, because I feel like whatever is going on, there is, this is about you, honoring your perception as well, because everybody grows in a different way, and sometimes people aren't really quite quite there. So the other thing is clarity. The next card out is clarity. So there's some sort of clarity coming out. So, you know, because with this perception thing, there is like, because it's like this, you know, it was in reverse, but I've turned it the other way because there's something shifting. Okay, we're going to shift that shit, aren't we? Aren't you? Yeah, so you will probably find that I say we, because I'm actually a Gemini, but however, because my strongest sense is an empath, and I will, I feel the energy, so it's like I will talk as if I am, you know, whatever sign I am working with. So that's why I will speak like that. So just to clarify that, so therefore, so clarity. So I feel like, you know, once you get more into that sense of, you know, honoring yourself, you know, there will be more clarity will come through, because it's like you're not having to overthink things, because that's what I'm hearing. Like there's a lot of overthinking about, and you're not wanting to like rock the boat as per se, because of it's your project, or it's your job, or it's your business, but it's like both are your business, or this person is helping you. But I'm really, you know, what I'm getting is like it's like, you know, getting, in order to get the clarity that you're wanting, and this, for whatever this energy moving, it's about being open and clear, get that clarity. Okay, now this card here is, the next card is dependability. Okay, and it's also in reverse. So I'm going to turn that around the other way. And I feel like there may be that sense of that you may be feeling like you're in this, you know, you're dependent on somebody, because there's a male and an energy figure in this picture. Okay, and so there may be someone like you know, your partner or spouse. There is that sense of dependability there, but it may be because it's in reverse. You may be feeling like you know, it's not. You're not able to depend on him or her or whatever, or them, whatever the situation is. So it's like you may, so there may be something going on there for you. So I'm just I had another crystal handy to blend the cards on, but I wasn't banking on getting 6 cards come out. So, and I was actually going to put one in there, so another one up. So, but anyway, that's, you know, it's okay. It's fixable. There's something there. I'm going to make do with that. So there may be something like dependable, and it may be to you, is that balance of that masculine and that feminine energy with you as well. And like being, you know, and maybe you've been more leaning towards the masculine if you're a female, and or male the opposite way around. So there's finding some sort of balance in there. But I feel like this is being more dependable on yourself with, yeah, emotionally wise as well. Okay, so there's something about there. It may mean something slightly different to you, but like as I always say, is like these are general reads, so they may or may not fully resonate with you. So just take from it what does resonate and leave the rest. However, it may be something on, you know, that might come up and make more sense to you in the next day, next week or so, okay? And as you go through the month. So, and the next card that has come out is Brilliance. So there's some sort, and it was in reverse as well, but I've turned it up the correct way. So I'll put it in reverse, but then I'm going to turn it around that way. So there's some sort of brilliance there, and I'm talking about brilliance as an idea or thought, or, you know, as well. And the energy is like illuminating too. There's like, you may be feeling like there's a brilliant moment that will come up for you, or a brilliant idea. But it's just kind of, I don't know, there's something, maybe there's a shift in there, but in the background, join me to, in the background, it's like something else pops up, and it's like, maybe, but I feel like you're like some of you have got something, whatever it is that's moving in this project, or that you're working through, whether it be yourself, or things are in yourself or your home, or a business project, or a career, or study, could be even study, that you're starting to see more, okay, and understand more about what that is, because alchemy, something turns around, and then alchemy is about, you know, making something from nothing, basically, like the magician. basically. And I love the way this has come out with the energy with the hands, you know, because that's the heart chakra in there. And then putting in the energy that comes from that hand. It's like, you know, it's basically making something from nothing. Okay, and you have that. You are the magician. You are a magician, and it's just following your lead, basically. Balance and balance. Okay, there seems to be a need for balance. A balance of where are they going? Balancing your energy, balancing your thoughts. And this is like balance in mind, body, spirit, and soul, and it's bringing it all together. But I feel like once you get all these things here, especially these for that perception, clarity, dependability, and brilliance sorted out, it may be that some of this brilliance, this energy that you have, or this kind of maybe you're holding off on sharing it, or sharing information, or having your say, or whatever, whether it could be in a business project, or a you know, or something that a project within your work, your employment, and or a career that you're building or working on at the moment and study. There's something about that. I'm just going to go to here we have the 9 of Pentacles has come out, success and enjoyment this month. So there's something that it's in the, you know, I'm only going to, split it into like 4 weeks. Now this isn't necessarily going to roll out like week 1, 2, 3, and 4 for August 2020 for you, this readers, just a reminder. So this week of the 27th of July, it'll probably roll into that. It could be starting for you right now. But anyway, this is the overall theme of what is this month will be about. This August 2020 will be about. However, then we come to the 9 of Pentacles in the Tarot, just to give a little bit more enlightenment there, joy and success and enjoyment. So I feel like Spirit are just like bringing through this energy, like this is what can happen when you're enjoying it, you know, enjoying the work that you're doing, because there's something about passion, something about making sure that you enjoy what you're doing. It is something, what you're doing is enjoyable. Because that's what's going to bring you that success and enjoyment. So if you're not enjoying it now, it's like figuring out what it is that, you know, how if you may be going through, like with this perception and whatever this first part here about what it is, you know, that's maybe why you those cards have come up. But that's not for all of you. Some of you, it's like, but I do, because this card has come out, it's like there's something, you must figure something out, because it becomes more that success and enjoyment. But it's just like, and sometimes it takes a bit of time to like get things. So you may be thinking it, that actually this, you know, gosh, this is a little bit, or gosh, this is like, I don't know if I can do it, or I don't know if I want to do it. So there may be just those sorts of things that are happening. But for some reason, there's something successful about it. Then we have the Queen of Swords, and she talks about suffering with, or the theme about with her is suffering with dignity and resignation. So for me, that's about just what I talked about. So there may be overthinking things, okay? There may be too much going on, but just know that the Queen of Swords is there, and she's worked through a whole lot of stuff with herself, and she's got it. She made it. But it was taking control of all those, you know, those thoughts and, you know, feelings that were coming up, mostly thoughts, and taking action, and, you know, and communicating your ideas, making decisions, and, you know, asserting your power are the key things around the swords. So I feel like this is telling you to like look at that, or with her coming up, is to remind yourself, you know, and taking up that Queen of Swords role, because in that sense, okay. So, I mean, Swords is an air sign, so there's something, obviously the 9 of Pentacles, either something comes to an end, and maybe you see that actually this is quite doable, this is what I want, and, you know, because the 9 is like, so there may be something coming to an end in that way. So then we have the changes in fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, you could be anywhere on that wheel. So there are changes, and it could go either way. So there's no, you know, rhyme or reason at sometimes, but I'm just, as I'm hearing, but sometimes it's like depending on the choices that we make, it could, you know, there's something about a change in the fortune there for you. Then we have the Two of Swords in that. So there's something, you know, you may be of two minds of doing something, saying yes or saying no, moving this way, moving that way, or whatever. So it's really, and so obviously there's a decision that needs to be made, which way you're going to go, because there's a feeling that, you know, it could, you know, alter the way, you know, the change in your fortune. Okay, so yeah, so there's something that you're thinking about in there. Wherever you are with that. Then we have a messenger in the Page of Wands that brings creative ideas, because that's his theme. So there may be, you know, something about, you know, that probably, or I'm picking, will come up where somebody with a, you know, the Page of Swords brings in a creative idea to help you make your mind up. Okay, it brings you a clue to figure it out what it is, or which way you're going to do and how you're going to do it, and blah blah blah, to make whatever it is successful for you. Okay, cool. So the energy is moving quite quickly, I wouldn't say rapidly, I wanted to say rapidly, but it isn't. It's moving quite quickly, but steadily is the word that I'm hearing, steadily. And that, so, oh gosh, the Death card, transformation. So something comes up where there is some sort of change or transformation within you, or with you in the situation that you're working through at the moment. So a bit of movement there, a bit of change, a bit of movement. Yay, cool. You're probably thinking, maybe not. No, but actually there is something, and it's like, it could be a change in, because there's, you know, with everything that's going on, there is, you know, and I kind of feel like it's rolling into something is rolling, and it's like, and it's not just like rolling over that way, rolling over that, and all too far away, but it's like something is rolling, and there's the energy, there's a movement, there's some sort of, not some, yeah, I'm hearing consistency, but it's not really that, but you know, there is some sort of consistency with some of yous, but it's like the pace is consistent. That's what it is. Now we have a few messages here from Archangel Michael. So now I just want to remind everybody that I have actually shuffled these cards before, and sometimes when I do shuffle them, excuse me, as I'm doing the reading, each reading, it's like I might just go and then a whole lot, but I'm going to take these because these feel right. So be conscious of the words you use, know their true meaning. So for instance, want also has the energy behind it. It could mean lack, or it could mean, you know, it could mean desire. Okay, so depending on which way you look at that. So I'll pop those up there. So be conscious of the words that you use, and I do feel like it's too, like, are they positive as well? When you're manifesting, it's like, you know, it's visualizing and having it, feeling like it's right there, that you are in it, so you are creating it as you are creating it. Okay, then we have yoga, tai chi, jogging, walking, gentle workouts, and, you know, in some way connecting to yourself and nature, just like taking a wee walk somewhere or something like that to get yourself out of the funky little space that you might find yourself in. There's something about making the change as well, okay? And then we have like organization and planning will help with stress. You'll get more done on time. That's funny. And do what you can to help others. Do what you can to help others. The rest is up to them. So there may be a sense that, you know, I'm feeling like somebody may be blocking you, or maybe you know, be resistant, and you're trying to help them and whatnot, but it's like, meanwhile, while you've got all this done, or it could be something to do with whatever's going on directly, but it's like, I feel like it's just this sense of not so much railroading, but you've got to keep going and doing things kind of like, there's a similar feeling like doing it like, your way, because it's like, or not your way as in a negative way, but it's like being a little bit more forthright and just say, look, just trust me, because I feel like this is the right way to do it. If you've got a partnership that's going on in there, it's like, because if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel right, then it's not gonna, this is where there may be some lot of why those first 4 cards are a little bit, we're upside down in a way. Okay. So, and then we have, I think Archangel Raphael, yep, is wanting to say a few words too. Drop in there. Whoopsie daisy. So we'll see what he has to say. Oh dear. Oh gosh, there's a whole lot there. Okay, find your truth in the matter, know it, then make your choice. Okay, cool. Find your truth in the matter, know it, and then make your choice. And then we have use crystals to keep your energy in a place of love with whatever you are manifesting. Okay, so I have this tray that's got a whole lot of crystals in there. I think I started off with 7, but there's carnelian, lapis lazuli, tiger eye, citrine, amazonite, can't remember what the green one is now. I think it's aventurine, pyrite, rose quartz, and I think that's it for now. Yeah, that's in there. So they're all different crystals that have got something to do with an abundance, or prosperity, with, money coming in and, continually or whatever, not so much continually, but keeping the energy in that space. So, but there are some more out there that I haven't actually got, but those are the ones that I've been drawn to bring together now for my prosperity business, for my business and things like that. So respect yourself and others will too. So there's something about that for you, in the sense that there is maybe, like what they're talking about there is like, if maybe feeling like you're going to give in or give up or stop, or what I mean, or let it go. But it's like sometimes we've got to like have a little honor ourselves, that we all respect ourselves, and actually for what what our intuition is telling us, and so on. So magic is in every moment. Make the most of it. Make the magic. Okay, there we go. That goes back to that alchemy card that we had back there. And then dance together and remember what brought you together. Okay, for some of you we'll get that. Others will go, off only. There we go. But hey, you can give it a shot. Okay, cool. Anyway, the energy is like changing now. There's a lot of, it's kind of like really, I feel like there's this kind of satisfying energy anyway. So of movement and for the next month for you, Taurus. So when I'm hearing somebody in the back going, so let's get to it. Yeah, okay. It's interesting because sometimes people in the background are saying things. So, but the energy is like know that the universe is helping you to shift through this, and the angels are there as well. So remember to ask them. Remember to check in on what crystals have come up for you in the other videos, and you bring them in to utilize them. And if you have any crystals that are similar to abundance in that. Or whatever, to help shift, help even like balance your energy, that you feel drawn to, then utilize them, because that's what they're there for. And then you remember to charge them, call in the fairy folk or the elementals, because they watch out for those things, and to bless them and connect with them, to lift their energy, but not only theirs, which will in turn lift yours. So yeah, beautiful. Anyway, we're going to leave that there with you now. So lots of love from my spiritual team, my guides and my helpers, and the angels. in the sign of Taurus, the energy of Taurus. We leave you with lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, and adventure. Bye for now, and we'll see you next week.